matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Reed. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Reed hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Kraber can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Owens. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Morrow. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Morrow. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Reed. That's caught. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Magic. Here we go.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. This is a designed run. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Aggies have this offense rolling. Here's Reed to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Warren. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Reed on the play action. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go. Hey, kill it. 528 Cruz. 528 Cruz.
They'll run it. It's Morrow. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Reed flips it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A quick pass to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. He's going to fire deep. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Morrow. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Reed buys a little time with his feet. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. He's going to run it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room. It's Hall. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
LSU will get a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
it's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Morrill. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's Reed to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. And the returner is stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Caden, and the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
They're always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On the ground, it's Berry. Might have a chance. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with UAB taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Blazers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you. So you
breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Caden Durham again. Inside the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Unleashes one. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Durham. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so it can be explosive.
Here's Durham one more time. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Reed. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. He's loose on the left. Touchdown LSU. And that one will give them the lead.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. See, it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Texas A&M Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Reed rushes on him. Finds some time. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Texas A&M going quickly. To the air, it's Reed. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Running right, it's Durham. Could be an alley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Showing off the arm.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Here's a give to Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a... Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lets it fly. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Reed to throw. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Texas A&M going up tempo. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All kinds of room to the right. The defense has it in the waiting moments, trying to keep them alive, and
defense, man. They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Throwing Reed. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense will have another go at it. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Reed. Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Might be changing the route. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Bridge. Ninja. Red. Magic. Down.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Quarterback making checks. Reed. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ready. Go.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, We saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. Man, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to